We have new developments tonight in the Natalee Holloway case. Aruba has just summoned the man who got Joran to fess up about Holloway's disappearance for questioning as a possible witness in the case. Prosecutors say that Patrick Vander Em, who has already spoken to the media, and now he must answer their questions. If he doesn't comply, they're threatening to arrest him, but says he has no problem telling investigators what he already knows.
Now, Vander Em has just reportedly signed a book deal to cash in some more on Joran's Big Mouth. It's reportedly due out in September and will be called Disposed. Meanwhile, Natalee Holloway's mother, Beth, still wants Vandersloot rearrested, but she is now considering filing a civil suit against him to take all his money away from him. With us now for more on these developments is Fox's own at-large host, Geraldo Rivera. So, Geraldo, first of all, prosecutor wants to talk to this guy who essentially taped Joran. Why?
Well, assuming he wants to corroborate some of the information on the tape, John, it's not unreasonable for him to ask. What I find ironic is his tough guy attitude toward this informer, toward Patrick Vander Em. He's saying that if he doesn't voluntarily go forth, he's in Aruba right now, Patrick is, if he doesn't come to them and spill the beans, everything he knows, he could be arrested. So it's ironic that he is Aruba threatening to arrest the informant, and they won't arrest Joran Vandersloot. So to me, it's just another kind of little niche example of a corrupt judicial system, one that has made up its mind that it is not vigorously going to pursue this case.
What about Natalee Holloway's mom? She's threatening to file a civil suit. Now, they've done that before here in the United States. The judge tossed it out. Presumably, this suit would be in the Netherlands. So what does Natalee Holloway's mom expect to get from this?
It's a great question, Heather. There were two lawsuits. They sued the Calpo brothers in California. That lawsuit was dismissed. They sued Joran here in New York. That lawsuit was dismissed for basically the same reason. There is no jurisdiction. Neither New York nor Los Angeles had anything to do with Natalee's disappearance. It happened in Aruba. Now, I don't believe this story. This is a lawyer named Bram Moskowitz. He's kind of a TV flashy lawyer in Europe. He had someone call Beth, we think, and said, "You want us to pursue the lawsuit?" She says, "Sure," but I don't think there's any lawsuit. The problem is twofold. Number one, there's very limited discovery in Aruba or the Netherlands in a wrongful death suit of this sort. So that's why John Q. Kelly, the real lawyer, is waiting for the disposition of the criminal case to have a record. Secondly, in a wrongful death lawsuit there, as opposed to here, they call it economic feasibility. There's a real financial limitation to the amount of money you can recover. The best hope is still that Joran gets busted, that corroborating evidence is found to corroborate that confession, and that he is rearrested. But it's a very, very difficult burden.
They're saying they hope to find him guilty of committing an unlawful act. Is that different from wrongful death?
No,
is there a lower bar, perhaps, that they're going to try to get him for?
The problem, Heather, is in Aruba and the Netherlands, there's not a jury. It's a judge. You go before, in this case, a three-judge panel. So there'd be no emotional value. You know, the judges would look askance. Remember, Paulus Vandersloot was a judge in Aruba. In fact, after he was arrested for 4 days, the son of a gun got $30,000 in damages from Aruba, which shows you the prejudice, I think, certainly the preference of the Aruban judiciary is toward the defendants, not the plaintiffs.
Geraldo Rivera, at large. Don't miss the show. Geraldo, thanks very much.
Thanks, Geraldo. Appreciate it. Now we're on to new details in this brutal stabbing of a California mother. Police have now named a person of interest in the case, and it turns out that the man in question is actually a relative of the victim's husband. Authorities have questioned parolee and former gang member Joseph Orta in the fatal stabbing death of 22-year-old Eileen Orta. Now, it's unclear how he is related to the victim, rather the victim's husband, but he was apparently staying with the couple after he was released from prison. Orta's family found her dead body in a minivan after police told them to pick up the car because it was illegally parked near a courthouse. Also new tonight, we are learning that police are launching an investigation into the actions of the cop who first found the car but did not search it himself. John?
Ready, aim, fire. The U.S. Navy is ready and able to shoot down a broken spy satellite that threatens to crash into planet Earth anytime. Now, how will it happen? Details ahead on the Fox News Channel, the most powerful name in news.
Prime time tonight. It's another big night for Obama in a dramatic win. But can Clinton stage a comeback on Super Tuesday, too? The best political team is Hannity and Colmes.